Behind me, you can see this huge ramp, which might seem overkill, but the cool thing about the Winnipeg River is the fluctuation. It fishes so different from year to year, from time of year, from spring to fall, because the water can swing. I mean, you can see it on the rocks back there, almost like 15 feet. So one day you might be seeing rocks, the other day they might be completely underwater, which makes it a pretty unique system to fish. But in the distance there, you can see the dam, the Norman Dam, and that is actually where all the water leaves Lake of the Woods, and this is where the Winnipeg River starts. It's 235 kilometers long. It's a cool spot. You know, Lake of the Woods gets so much publicity for good reason, but I feel like the Winnipeg River has incredible fishing. We're not gonna fish all of it the next couple days. We're gonna do some exploring. We're at Perch Bay Resort, and we're gonna get fishing. There's a sign that's made for Brandon. See that white and pink sign, Brandon? What does it say?
Ice cream?
We got ice cream. Pink worms, green worms? Whoa, nitro colored. Those look pretty good. What do you want, Brandon? Ooh, a Kit Kat Gold? I'm gonna have one of these. Brandon, what are you having?
I'm good.
Come on, you're not gonna have an ice cream. No. Brandon talks about ice cream all the time. Okay, what do you want, a drumstick?
No, I'm good.
Stop.
No, I'm good.
Ice cream sandwich?
No.
Freezy.
No.
Okay, we're just getting this. Sam would like this shirt right there. What do you think? Get this for Sam? This is for Sam. Happy wife, happy life, as they say. Right there. That's what we're going for. All right, so this is obviously a Lake of the Woods map. We are right up there. That's where all of this water comes together to that little pinch point and starts flowing north. So it's pretty cool. I don't fish a ton of currents. I like doing some river fishing, but we'll see what we all get into today. Brandon said he didn't want ice cream. The biggest self-control I've ever seen. Oh, wow. Have one bite.
Is it good?
Have one bite.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want one? No. We can go get you one.
No. That's so good.
If you guys follow me on social media, you might have noticed, you might have seen some hints, you might have seen the background of some clips. A chapter of my life is closed. Not closed. It's just not as much the focus anymore, but the tiller life. Tiller, steering, outboard. Did it for many years. I will still continue to drive tillers. I still love tillers, but it's time to make some decisions. Got a growing family. If it's a difference between my family coming along or not coming along, well then I'm gonna get a windshield. So here you have it. The Competitor 205X with the full windshield. This boat, like I'm telling you, windshield life is pretty good. I do miss parts of the tiller life. There's pros and cons to all of it, but when you see what's on the back of this boat, you might be okay with a windshield. Well, the cool thing about the Winnipeg River, if you want to fish current, you can fish current. If you want to fish slack water, there's all these offshoots and bays and lakes connected that if you're not comfortable fishing in the current or it's new to you, you can try some other stuff. So we're going to fish the mouth of the spawning bay. I'm thinking there should be some walleyes moving out, maybe some bass, maybe some pike. The whole goal of the next couple days is just exploring, you know? So much water that it would take a lifetime to fish. So I'm just hoping to scratch the surface. All right. So when you're fishing water you're not super familiar with, you want some sort of search bait. In this case, we're gonna go with a swim bait. You can catch pike, walleye, bass, everything with it. Walleye is gonna be kind of the main focus, I think, today. But if we got on a good bass bite, we'll bass fish. That's the beauty of it. There's great muskie fishing here too. The muskies don't open for another week. So we might have to come back and do some muskie fishing yet. We'll see, but walleyes are the goal. All right, we are gonna use 10-pound mainline, 12-pound fluorocarbon leader. Uni to uni knot to join them together. I know the FG knot, another good option. People ask me, they say, hey, what's your favorite jig color in Canada? I say, lead. Fish aren't smart here. I just want something I can fish fast now. I don't want too much resistance in the water. The water is significantly lower than when I was in here last. There's a bass just floating there. Oh, that one chased me in. Little guy. First bite. You guessed it. It's a smallmouth. Well, we were looking for walleyes in the mouth of this bay, but there is a ton of smallmouth in this stretch of the river. We were seeing a few. It's just a matter of time till one bit. So right now I'm just cruising with the swim bait, trying to get a lay of the land, trying to get a vibe, you know, where the walleyes might be, where the bass might be. It ain't a bass. It ain't a walleye. Everything eats a swim bait. All right, we got smallmouth, we got pike. They all seem to like 3-inch swim baits. The pike are stacked. Sun glistening, hammer handles eating. Something I learned kiting on the Winnipeg River was, like, with current fish, river fish, they can just, the spots can handle a little more pressure. They can refresh a little bit more. Sometimes with lake spots, you can fish out a spot, but with the river, it feels like they can just take that much more. Oh, those look like walleyes. All right, I see a couple of fish a little ways out. I'm thinking these could be walleyes. So I've located a couple fish on the old live scope that are not wanting to eat a swim bait, so I'm gonna go to a drop shot on a leech, which is just, it is very tough for a walleye, really any fish to resist. All right. This is my new all-in-one little tackle box from BKK. Check this out. If you're into organization, this has everything labeled. I'm looking for a drop shot hook. Probably size 1 or size 2. We'll go size 2 drop shot hook. Look at that. I'm gonna tie that uni. This style of weight just pinches in. Yeah, there he is. He looks pretty big. It's like sitting on top of a rock. I'll try to get a little closer to him. Looks like a really big walleye, 30 feet. Will he resist the drop shot and leech? Come on, boy. Got him. Oh, it was big. Oh, it was big. Still got the leech. He's sinking back down though. I don't think I'll get another chance on that. That was a big walleye. Okay, we're gonna get another cast in front of him. I think he just ate it. Ooh, we got him. What is it? What is it? That's what we wanted. That is what we're looking for. I'm not sure that's the big one I lost, but that is some Winnipeg River gold. So I'm starting to see some walleyes just a little out of the spawning bay on these little points, these little rock outcroppings. See if we can turn into more of a pattern. Or that walleye just found it. Here we go. Game on. There we go. There we go. That has some weight. That has some weight. Come on. Did we hook the king of Perch Bay? It is heavy. With a small drop shot hook, I'm always just taking my time. And I did bring a net today. Whew, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. That's a pretty nice walleye. Not giant, but definitely net worthy. It is fighting hard though. No, that's pretty big. Nice. Woo! Slide her in. I'm quite happy about that. I don't know if I'll measure this one, but probably in that, I don't know, 24-inch range. Sweet. Well, we were seeing fish. They didn't want to chase the swim bait, so the drop shot's always something. I always have a drop shot rigged in the boat because sometimes they just want it slower, something smaller. So yeah, that fish was 14 feet of water. Wind is just blowing against the shore a little bit, and yeah, there was a walleye. There's a couple. Oh, here we go. Here we go. There's another one down there. His pal, next drop. Not as big, I don't think. Well, it's a little too squirrely coming up. A little BKK drop shot hook right to the snout. There you go. More Sunset Country gold. All right, well, we're not keeping any fish today, so. What do we got? That one is tight towards shore. I'm thinking it's a bass. All right. Oh, hello. Hello, those are bigger. They are just tucked in the rocks. I think I have a fish. I was just setting a waypoint because I was marking so many fish here. Oh wow, that's a nice walleye. It might be bigger than the first one. We figured something out. Did not take long. 14 feet of water in chunky rocks for chunky walleyes. Oh yeah, I think that's bigger than the other one. All right, another fish in that, I don't know, 24, 25 inch range probably. This is fun. There's these little pods of fish. We're just cruising shoreline, 14, 15 feet of water, finding these pods of 2 to 4 fish, and surprisingly, they like leeches. It's funny, I was just in the process of saving a waypoint when that happened because I'm like, this is a fishy spot. I want to remember this one just because it's kind of not a super obvious spot on shore. I went down to tap waypoint and the fish ate my bait. It's just this rubbly shoreline where it went from spawning bait to this first kind of rock outcropping. It's definitely a zone they like. We're gonna move. That was a good start. A couple great walleyes, a couple tiny pike. We got more water to see. All right, we're deeper now. We're in about 25 feet of water, big main lake point behind us. And yeah, this is more just a mud bowl that we're trying. I don't know if these are perch, but the bottom's just littered. Well, we might have found the small walleyes, the more edible size. There's a slot limit to keep in mind if you are fishing the Winnipeg River. Oh, there's so many fish. On top of the reef, on the bottom of the reef. They're just stacked on the top of the reef. There we go. Ooh, that's a big fish in there. That was a big fish. I'm gonna throw a swim bait in there. He's chasing a walleye right now. That's nuts. He just chased a walleye. Oh, he's chasing me. Got him. It's big. It's big. Oh, it's probably big pike. I saw something chasing fish around down there and I threw the swim bait out. This is definitely the biggest fish of the day. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. This is my favorite swim bait rod. This is the 7.3 medium zillion. Big old pike. Oh, she fit, just barely. All right, well, that's what was chasing the walleyes around down there. Nice little bonus. Cool. There she goes. All right, cool. When I'm coming up to targets on LiveScope, I don't want to try bombing at 100, 120 feet, maybe in certain circumstances. But right now I'm seeing some fish 50 feet, especially with the drop shot. It's tough to cast a long distance, so I like to get it within 40 feet is kind of the sweet spot. And the thing is, if you keep casting 40 feet, it's like shooting a free throw. It's just muscle memory, right? So that is another reason to keep your distances similar. Another thing too, when you're trying to cast at your target, don't close the bail right away. So if you close the bail, then the line's gonna wanna swing back towards you. So if you land it right at 50 feet, you hit it where you want it, keep that bail open and kind of feed line, because any resistance is gonna end up doing that pendulum effect, right? So, right on cue. Wow, there's good average size here. All right, here we go. Perch Bay. Winnipeg River has a lot of walleyes. I don't know if I've said that yet. A lot of walleyes. Look at the graph right now. It is just absolutely ridiculous. There's like 100 fish on the screen. It's like they say don't leave fish to find fish, but I just want to go rip around the river. We're gonna keep moving. I'm kind of catching fish everywhere, but the whole point of this was explore, see what this area has to offer. I wish muskie season was open though, because I'd love to try to catch a muskie. See where the rock is. So you learn to read the river when you spend enough time on it, and obviously there's marker buoys, which I'm very thankful for. If it wasn't for the marker buoys, you try to read the water as good as you can, but it can be spooky. There's definitely rocks to hit, but the mapping is good. But if I went on the wrong side of the buoy, might be hitting a rock. Yeah, it's pretty shallow. I'm gonna throw a topwater. We put a pretty good beat down on the walleyes today. I'd like to see a big old smallmouth, so I got a chopo, I think. I don't know if all the bass are done spawning or not. Chuck and wind, looking for a bass. And we could have kept catching walleyes, but you know me, like doing a bit of everything. Next, the big moon eye bite. There's a bass. You on me? Here we go, here we go. Oh, Brandon might have got it. It's a nice smallie. All right, not the 4-pounder, but the way he choked that bait was pretty impressive. I was able to give Brandon a heads up before he came shooting out of the rocks. All right, we're gonna get him right back because he's bleeding a bit. I see him. Oh, there's a few back here. There's actually a few bass. I thought it was the same one again and again. Heads up. So this is crazy. I can see them just swimming around here. They're not on beds or anything. They're just sitting in this back bay and the water just starts boiling. All right, well, that is it for day one at Perch Bay Resort. Amazing fishing. Like a lot of this stuff I'm fishing for the first time, and there are fish everywhere. There's definitely sweet spots, which we found. That little bass pocket was insane, and a couple nice walleyes. It seems like there's walleyes basically everywhere. But tomorrow morning, we'll give you a little tour of Perch Bay Resort, and then we'll head back. And I don't even know what we're gonna fish for tomorrow. A lot of options. All right, welcome back to Perch Bay Resort. Before we get fishing, I thought I'd give you a little tour of one of the cabins. This is cabin 14. These cabins are big, they're beautiful, and you can see your boat from the deck, which is pretty sweet. It makes me want to go fishing, but first we'll give you a little look around. These are big, open, beautiful cabins, which I appreciate. I know how much gear I bring, and I think fishermen in general bring a lot of gear. So, cool thing about this cabin, it is open year round, which some of the places around town aren't open year round, so This is a nice spot. You know, even if you're not in town for fishing purposes, if you're just staying in the Kenora, Sunset Country area, Perch Bay is good for that. I think they said they're redoing the store too, so then everything is gonna be Four Seasons, which is awesome. Right here, big old open living room, fireplace, TV, big table for playing cards. I do appreciate the extra freezer because I know people bring, you know, you're bringing food for a week sometimes on these trips. Big open kitchen with a big old island for your catch and cook prep. And then over here, we've got 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, a bathroom number 2, 2 more bedrooms at the end. So this sleeps 8 people. So lots of space inside, but I appreciate the huge deck with a view of the river. You can actually see the dam right through there, which is pretty neat. And you could watch your boat if you're concerned about it overnight. Barbecue, smoker, and like I said, lots of seating because you want to spend time outside anyways. So we're going to tour the rest of the property and then we're going to get back fishing because yesterday was incredible and I think there were some fish left that we didn't catch yet. So. All right, well, we finished our little tour around camp. I picked this up at the convenience store. A little map of the area. You can see that's where we are. That's where the dam is. It's just, you know, this maze of water that heads north. But as I was looking at the map, look, come in here, check this out. J Island. Can't say I've ever seen that before. So we might have to go fish around there yet. I feel like it's probably a fishy spot. Well, the owner, Elise, was telling me how good the dock fishing is. She told me that there's some people from other lodges that came here to just fish off the dock because they catch so many fish off the dock, but I still got walleyes on the brain. We haven't caught them all yet. So we left a lot of fish in the river yesterday. Sam says I need to do a better job of wearing sunscreen in the boat this year, so I agree with that. Can you turn the lens? I can't tell. Did I get all the weight? Is it all gone? Oh yeah, it's almost all gone. Oh, perfect. Look at this. We have our leech from yesterday. We don't even need to rebait. Probably like licorice. All right, we got a drop shot. We're working these ledges, 12, 14 feet. So as far as the drop shot weight goes, I favor on the heavier side. You can go like, you know, 3/8, half ounce, whatever, because I just want to get it down as quick as I can in front of that fish. This time we're in 16 feet, kind of hanging off the edge. Like I said, I like to get within 40, 50 feet of them when I cast. I think that fish swam right to it. It looks pretty big. Oh, first cast, and it's a pretty big walleye. No, no, no. Oh, I spoke too soon. That was so perfect, so perfect. He's still there. Maybe I can get lucky. He ate it again. I'm not joking. That was the same fish. Same fish, second chance. It looked pretty nice on the live scope. With a swim bait, I feel better just kind of winching in a fish, but with drop shot, you're using one single small hook. You got lighter line, fighting the fish a little bit more. That is a great walleye. Oh, baby. I think that is almost close to his, that's bigger than anything we caught yesterday. Wow. That is why you come to Perch Bay Resort. All right, that is a sweet fish. Not a trophy, but like the amount of fish in this size class, I've been definitely impressed by and a little bit surprised by. Probably another, I don't know, 23, 24 incher. First cast, lost him. Second cast, got him back. You would never know if it wasn't for live scope if that was the same fish or a different fish. That's pretty cool. It shows you how fish will keep biting until they get hooked and how important catch and release is, because that fish is gonna get caught again. I mean, if I hooked him twice, who knows? Maybe you'll hook him twice too. But I was, oh, there's a fish, maybe. Bass. That one is a little shallower, so I don't know. As soon as I went a little bit shallower, I was into bass territory. Oh, that is a fish. I thought it was snagged. Oh, there we go. He ate it. Oh my. Sorry, 1 second. This fish is chasing me hot. Oh, that's got some weight. That's right under the boat. Oh, that's a nice walleye. I saw one little flicker there. And it's amazing how they'll engage and they'll chase that drop shot weight. All right, another, 21, 22 incher. Going back. Yeah. Ooh, that might be a better bass. I didn't really get a great look at it. Oh, there's a buddy with him. There's one chasing him. That is so cool, there's 3. That's a pretty nice bass. Wow, wow. Oh yeah, that's my biggest smallie of the trip. Oh, I think he threw one hook and got the other one on the side. There we go, that's a proper smallie. Let's see what we got. That is by far the biggest smallie of the trip, and on topwater. I didn't know if we were gonna land him because he just had one hook, but it looks like that other one swung into him. Not a giant, but probably about an 18 incher. He is pretty beat up. This is his good side. We're gonna show you first. This is his not so good side. He's had some battles. All right, Big Bubba Bass is going back. Sweet. All right, that is a wrap. If you guys are looking for a sweet destination, check out Perch Bay. I'll link them below. Like I said, they're open 4 seasons, which is pretty special. They do all sorts of venue rentals too for weddings and that sort of thing. But yeah, the Winnipeg River is a playground, whether you want to fish current or the lake's connected or everything in between. Yeah, I want to come back for muskies, that's for sure. But anyways, wear your life jackets and we'll see you guys next time.